We are talking to Abe Cambridge. He's from the Sun Exchange, an existing company basically installing solar energy in different parts of the world, and who's just in the process of an ICO, which is basically going complex. Let's see. What is Sun Exchange?
Sun Exchange is a marketplace where anyone in the world can purchase a solar panel and then lease it on to be installed into projects in the sunniest places on Earth.
Okay, you don't install it in the Netherlands where there's 4 times less energy than in Africa, but you do it on the most efficient places.
Yeah, for us it's kind of pointless putting a solar panel in the Netherlands, in the UK, not known for its sun. If you're going to own a solar panel, put it where it's going to work best. With the advent of cryptocurrency, we are now reached a transnational economy, and we now just put a solar panel where it's sunny.
Yeah. You're the Airbnb of the solar rental lease business. So I basically buy it, it's my property, and I lease it back to you, and I get payments out of that.
Exactly, and you get to choose into which project your solar panel gets installed into. So you can choose a school or a hospital or a factory or anywhere you want to put your solar energy to work.
Okay, and you used cryptocurrency very quickly to invest. I could invest in with cryptocurrency. And you used it as a way of payment. Now, how big is the Sun Exchange? How many projects? How many gigawatts do you have?
Definitely not gigawatts at this point, but it's definitely on our trajectory. We launched in 2015 on Indiegogo to build a prototype, and then 3 months later we financed the first solar energy project ever funded through cryptocurrency. And since then we've built an MVP platform. We've now got 4 solar power plants running. We've got about 4,500 members, and they're located in 70 countries around the world, all using cryptocurrency, or at least earning cryptocurrency from their solar panel leasing payments.
Okay. Because of cryptocurrency, it's difficult to say what they've earned, because I mean, do you have the earnings in cryptocurrency or not? But what has been the return on investment so far from your projects?
Yeah, so we always target, when we launch a solar project, we evaluate it to make sure that, looking at the economics, it's going to return around a 10% IRR to the solar panel owner. So it's not amazing. It's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what it's designed to be. But it's about what you would earn if you had a solar panel on the roof of your own home, and that's something that's impossible for most people to be able to do. This is a way of achieving that.
Yeah, but you accepted cryptocurrency. That was a nice touch. So you got all kinds of investment from all over the world, and not having to do anything with normal crypto, normal currency problems. Now, this is the first step. How many people and where? How many people and where are you located?
So we're based in Cape Town, South Africa, but we've got our tech dev team in Joburg, and our CFO is based in New York. So
now you're doing an ICO. Let's make it a little bit complex. What was the basic idea of the ICO to start with?
Well, for us, we're a cryptocurrency-based platform, and we're looking to raise capital to grow our business. So doing tokenization is an obvious choice for us to do it. The technology now exists, so we can do it. So by issuing a token, we can grow our number of users, and our users can then share in our mission. We build a community of SunX token holders. They can join us on our journey and participate in electrifying the world.
No, I completely understand that. But I mean, so I buy a token, and that's part of a solar panel, and I get revenue from that. That was the original idea.
Yeah. So the idea was to link a crypto asset token to an individual solar cell. Now that actually had 2 challenges. One was technical. How do you put the geospatial data, the metadata, into each token? The fees on doing that would be unworkable on the current Ethereum blockchain, which is how it's based. So it's a technical challenge. And secondly, it was a legal challenge, that we had some guidance that if we had an asset-backed token that was generating revenue through which it's up to Sun Exchange to realize that revenue, would define it as a security under the SEC regs. So we had to pivot and redesign our model.
It sounds so wonderful. I buy 1 coin and I get all the revenue from a particular solar cell. And that really would be the first clear blockchain token application. Okay, and that you basically got a ruling from Gibraltar that was not acceptable?
Well, to correct you there, it wasn't that you would never have been getting the revenue from that. Your revenue would have been reinvested into more solar assets, but you would have been relying on Sun Exchange to speed up and accelerate the rate of installing, so you get maximum return when you sell your token. So therefore,
there would never be any revenue from the solar coming back to the token. It would just be the token would represent more solar cells, and if I would sell it on the exchange, then I could make a profit.
Exactly. So the token, the value you would unlock profit if you would have sold your token on a cryptocurrency exchange, which then is that third or fourth law in the Howey test of the SEC. So basically, we were told by our attorneys in Gibraltar, where we were registering the ICO, that if we were to list SunX on a cryptocurrency exchange, they would consider it a security. And of course, that's completely defies the point in doing this. We want people to be able to buy SunX and have liquidity. So we had to redesign our model.
Yeah. So now you're going to launch 100 million SunX tokens, and what do they represent?
Okay, we're actually launching 266 billion SunX tokens.
266 billion.
Yeah.
SunX tokens, okay.
Okay, and so but most of that allocation is actually put into a reserve fund for issuing to people using Sun Exchange through our loyalty program and rewards program. So for each solar cell purchased, people are going to be earning SunX, and by making smart decisions when using the Sun Exchange platform, they will earn it. So we've got to have a large reserve of SunX to allocate to members for a whole lifespan of the program.
Okay. So it's becoming more a loyalty coin. I can still buy the investment of solar panels somewhere in Africa, and but then the coin is a loyalty coin, which gives me discounts and other things.
Exactly. So I mean, we're in the Netherlands, so I'm going to use KLM as an example. It's like if KLM launched a new Air Miles loyalty program. The more KLM Air Miles you have, the cheaper your flights are, and you get priority access to class.
Okay, thank you. I love it. I don't get any revenue from the investment I do in the solar panels, because it builds more solar panels, so it's an altruistic thing. But I can sell that. I can sell that lease thing, and the coin is I can sell on exchanges, and they basically give me a discount program. Okay,
yeah, so you have, but you will, through buying the solar panel through Sun Exchange and leasing it, you're getting that rental income, but you're going to get bonus rental payments through owning SunX, and the higher your tier level, the higher the lease payments you will receive, because you've got a higher tier of user, and you get just.
Do I get lease if I mean with normal money or with Bitcoin I buy panels somewhere around the world? Do I get lease income out of that now?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you're getting paid a monthly rental income based entirely down to the kilowatt hours generated from your solar panel, because it's yours.
So that is a very rational business model, and the coins which are now being issued, they are loyalty coins. They give me discount, more opinions, insurers, etc. And you basically are going to raise. You're going to issue 266 billion. Most of them are not in the fund. Mm-hmm. And what is the price which you sell the coin for?
So they're going to be sold at $1 per token. In the public sale. Yeah. There is a public pre-sale happening where there are discounts on offer, and there's a private pre-sale with a much higher level of bonus issuance. There's a 40% more bonus for private pre-sale participants.
Okay. But at $1 a piece, 266 billion of these coins. Yeah. That is huge.
Yeah, but
you put Ripple to shame in this way.
You've got to consider that the only circumstances under which most of those tokens are going to be issued is if someone buys a solar panel through the Sun Exchange. So we've got to make sure that we have enough in reserve to allow for us to finance multiple megawatts, gigawatts of solar.
So how many coins are you initially trying? What is your soft and your hard cap?
So our soft cap is $100 million. So that's I think it's like 67 million tokens. I can't, you're putting me on the spot here. I need to.
100 million. Yeah.
So there's a small proportion of the total SunX being minted that's actually going into the token sale, and that's to build our membership and to bring in some proceeds so we can actually expand the platform that already exists, bear in mind, but also to create a finance mechanism so we can pre-fund our solar projects, and to build this solar project insurance fund into which the buyers of the SunX token can stake their SunX. And this is something that shouldn't be underestimated. So holders of SunX can stake it into a solar project insurance fund to provide default insurance against solar project and emerging markets, which benefits everybody.
Okay. Huge numbers, a lot of money. How has the ICO process been so far? I mean, you're now in the private sale. Mm-hmm. How has this ICO business been? You travel all around the world to basically promote your coin, and how is it going?
I mean, over the past 9 months, I've been to pretty much every continent other than Australia. I've been in 8 countries this year, and it's the 5th of February. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling. The only problem was with we had to pivot our token model. We had to put everything on pause. We had raised around $500,000 through private pre-sale on the original model, but of course the private pre-sale, they have to be open to changes and pivoting. So now we're about to go hard and launch our public pre-sale on our revised token model, and hopefully that's going to involve less traveling and more digital marketing to make people.
So how much money have you raised so far? So you did 500,000 in private. I mean, how is it going now?
Yeah, well, we put everything on pause, so we haven't launched or we haven't gone live with the public's pre-sale of our new token.
When is that going to happen?
That's happening in February. I'm not giving a date, but just sign up to our white paper on tsc.thesunexchange.com, and you'll find out when it goes live.
You see hundreds of ICOs, being part of your movement. How is it to be in that ICO world, and what do you see around you?
I see lots of businesses who've got well, they're not even businesses. They're ideas, they're concepts, promising incredible ideas, but they have not executed it. So it's really ridiculous to see. We've got a business that we've been building since 2014. We've got an active membership. We've actually got solar projects running and operating. We've already delivered what we're saying we're going to do, and now we're doing a token to support that business. So I see it, people are treating ICOs as crowdfunding to catalyze ideas. Great ideas, but some of them probably aren't even going to happen. So that's why we've set a $100 million hard cap, because we see that people are going to see we've got an existing proven model with a great existing team that's already executed, and therefore surely this is a good token sale to be involved with.
This is also a tough week of the whole crypto economy. I mean, it went down 60% in a couple of weeks. What does that do in the ICO world? What do you see around you?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? I think the price went up way beyond what anyone ever anticipated over Christmas. Yeah. Obviously, it's going to have a period of consolidation. We don't know where the bottom is yet. It just, we keep finding new floors. But at the end of the day, it's going to come back, and there is still enough money in circulation. The market cap's still $500 billion.
No, it's now under 300.
Under 300. Wow, there you go. I haven't checked the news in 24 hours. And
within 24 hours, it went 25% down. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the fact is that ICOs were taking place when the price was much lower than it is now. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the 10x ICO and the Civic ICO, they raised huge sums of money, and that was when the value of crypto was way under what it is at the moment. Yeah. And actually, I think most of this movement has actually been new participants, people with weak hands getting in. They're not used to the volatility of crypto. Yeah. They've basically bottled, they've lost their nerve, they've left, and actually now it's a huge buying opportunity for people who are in the crypto community to rebuy all these tokens. I'm just concerned that the people doing that rebuying is Wall Street. They're moving in like the sharks, buying up all this cheap crypto because of other people's weak hands.
Okay. Good luck, Abe Cambridge from the Sun Exchange in Amsterdam.